The night was cold, and the sidewalk felt like stone. That was the moment his hand touched something that could change everything. Mark hadn't always been homeless. Once he had a small apartment in Cleveland, Ohio, a job at a warehouse, a coffee mug with a crack in the handle that he liked anyway, a normal life. Then life started taking things away. First, his job closed. Then the savings ran out. His landlord waited, but not forever. After that came the nights in his car. When the car broke down, the streets became his home. Mark learned how invisible a person can feel. People walked past him like he was air. Some looked away fast. Others stared for a second, then kept moving. Every day felt longer than the last. That night he was sitting near a bus stop downtown. He was tired, hungry. His jacket was too thin for the weather. He had only $1 in his pocket, and even that felt like a lie. As he stood up to move, his foot kicked something soft. It was a wallet. Mark froze. He looked around. People were rushing by, eyes on their phones, heads down. No one noticed him. No one noticed the wallet. He picked it up slowly. The wallet was heavy, too heavy to be empty. Mark's heart started to beat faster. His hands shook as he opened it just a little. Inside, he saw cash. A lot of cash. More money than he had seen in months. Enough for food. Enough for a warm place. Enough to breathe again. For one short moment, the world went quiet. No one would know, a voice in his head said. "You need this more than anyone." He opened the wallet all the way. There was an ID inside, a credit card, a photo of a little girl smiling with missing teeth. On the back of the photo, someone had written, "My reason." Mark swallowed hard. He thought about the man who lost this wallet. How he must feel right now. The panic, the fear. Mark closed the wallet and held it tight. He laughed, but it wasn't a happy laugh. "Life really wants to test me tonight," he whispered. Mark had lost many things, but he still had one thing left. His name, his sense of right and wrong. And if he lost that too, he knew he might never get it back. He looked at the address on the ID. It was only a few blocks away. It took him almost 20 minutes to walk there. His shoes were worn out and every step hurt. By the time he reached the house, his fingers were numb. The house was small but clean. A porch light was on. Mark stood there unsure. He looked down at his dirty clothes, his tangled beard, his tired eyes reflected in the glass of the door. What if they think I stole it, he thought. What if they don't believe me? He raised his hand anyway and knocked. The door opened fast. A man in his late 30s stood there, face pale, eyes wide. "Yes," the man said, his voice tight. Mark held out the wallet with both hands. "I think this belongs to you," he said. The man stared. Then he grabbed the wallet and opened it. His hands shook as he checked inside. "It's all here," the man said softly. Then his eyes filled with tears. "You don't understand, my rent money was in here. My daughter's school money too." He looked up at Mark, really looked at him. "You could have kept this," he said. "Why didn't you?" Mark shrugged. "Because it wasn't mine." The man stepped outside and closed the door behind him. "I'm Daniel," he said. "Please come in. At least let me give you something." Mark shook his head. "I just wanted to return it." Daniel reached into the wallet and pulled out some bills. "Please," he said, "I insist." Mark hesitated. His stomach growled like it wanted to answer for him. "I can't," Mark said quietly. "If I take it, it won't feel right anymore." Daniel studied him for a long moment. Then he nodded. "Wait here," Daniel said and went back inside. Mark stood on the porch, feeling cold again. He wondered if he had just made the worst choice of his life. A few minutes later, Daniel came back out. This time, he was holding a business card. "I own a small construction company," Daniel said. "I can't promise anything big, but if you're willing to work, I can offer you a job, at least a start." Mark's breath caught. A job, he repeated. Yes, Daniel said. I believe in people who do the right thing when no one is watching. Mark didn't know what to say. His eyes burned. I don't even have a place to stay, he admitted. Daniel smiled. Then let's fix one thing at a time. The next morning, Mark showed up at the job site. Daniel had given him clean clothes and a warm meal first. Mark worked harder than he ever had before. He showed up early. He stayed late. He listened. He learned. Weeks passed, then months. Mark saved his money. He shaved his beard. He rented a small room. He started smiling again, slowly, like someone learning how. One day, Daniel handed him a new wallet. Thought you might need this, Daniel said. Mark laughed. Funny how life works, he said. Years later, Mark would tell this story to others, not because it made him special, but because it reminded him of who he chose to be at his lowest point. He had nothing left. No home, no money, no comfort. But he still had his integrity. And that one honest choice opened a door he didn't even know existed. Life lesson. Integrity attracts destiny. When you do the right thing, even when it hurts, life finds a way to meet you halfway.
Kindly like, comment, and subscribe for more life lessons that heals and inspire.